Hi, everybody. We are trying to do our very first live stream on Instagram. So I have never, I'm sorry, our very first YouTube live stream. So for the Instagram followers, you should know that I am going to be only responding, it's an AMA. So I'm only going to be responding to questions that come up on YouTube. So I'm just putting my phone here so that we can do that and we can be live on both. So if you're here as a Instagram follower, you should know that we're doing an AMA, but we're only responding to questions from people on YouTube. So that way we can do the AMA, but I am experimenting with trying to go live and to stream on YouTube. So if you are an Instagram follower, you can check out the link in my stories, which is to the post traumatic parenting on channel on YouTube. If you would like to, if you'd like to ask a question, I'm only going to be responding to questions that come in on YouTube. I'm not going to be responding to questions that come in on Instagram, simply because I want to experiment with going with live streaming on YouTube and seeing the difference between the two. There are some things that YouTube lets us do that Instagram doesn't want us to. So I want to just give that a try. So if you are a Instagram follower, I would love it if you would head on over to YouTube, check out the post traumatic parenting channel on YouTube. It is a public channel, and join us on the live stream there. And if you have any specific AMA questions, because tonight's an AMA live. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, make sure to put your questions onto YouTube. So hi, Ducky. So if anybody's here, switch on over. The YouTube link should be in my Instagram stories. I can probably paste it as a comment and then pin the comment. Give me 1 second to do that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna add a comment, paste. It's not doing that. Check out. So if you don't see the link, just check out post traumatic parenting. Go to YouTube post traumatic parenting. You should be able to find the channel. Now the question is on YouTube. If you have questions, where do I get to see them? That's the question that I have right now. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to make it full screen to see if I can figure that part out. So, like I said, if you have a question for me for this AMA, do me a favor, head on over to YouTube, ask your question on YouTube. The reason I'm doing that is I thought I had the link to the YouTube channel here. If somebody wants to post the link to the post traumatic parenting YouTube channel, as a comment, I can pin your comment and people can find the link and go over there. I am only doing this because there are certain advantages to streaming on YouTube that I think are ultimately going to really benefit our Thursday night lives and make them a little bit richer. And that's why I'm experimenting with it this way. If any of you have thoughts about that, you can feel free to DM me. If you want us to keep the if you want us to keep the Instagram lives on Instagram, like those Thursday night lives on Instagram, let me know. Let me know your reasoning. There are advantages, though, to doing it on YouTube, especially the ability to edit the videos that you can't do on Instagram. So that if I have a video and it has content that people need and they want it, YouTube is, oh, thank you, Ducky. I am going to pin this comment. Okay, your comment is pinned. So anybody who wants to join us on YouTube can do so. If somebody wants to experiment for me on YouTube with asking a question, I want to see how that looks because right now I don't see it. So I want to see how that looks. So if somebody can go on over to YouTube and can write a question. Another thing that YouTube has, by the way, is the ability to share your screen, which means if I have a slide, sometimes I have examples or metaphors or things that you guys want to see more, I can post that on a YouTube live. I can't do that on an Instagram live. And that tends to hold us back a lot, right? Because then sometimes I have like that perfect like cartoon that illustrates a concept, or I have that perfect example or illustration that illustrates a concept. So if anybody has switched over from Instagram to YouTube and wants to ask a question, I would love it if you could post your question just so I could see what that looks like and I can know and I can sort of know how questions work on how questions work on YouTube. I see how they work on Instagram. I'm moving my phone so I can see it. So let's see how that works. Share. Okay, interesting. It looks like you can share it in so many places, but not Instagram. That's interesting. Okay. So if somebody wants to post a question onto YouTube so I can see what questions look like so that I can respond to them, I would love that. I don't know, for all I know, you're doing it and I can't see them because I have my settings wrong. Okay, no, that setting doesn't mean anything. As you guys can see, I do not know what I'm doing on YouTube at all because I'm so used to going live on Instagram that I'm just not. This is just like not the newest thing that I know how to do. So right now I don't see any questions on YouTube. So I see that we have some people who have joined the stream, but I don't see any questions on YouTube. So if somebody wants to ask me a question on YouTube so I can see how questions on YouTube look. Oh, and YouTube says something went wrong. YouTube has that little monkey and it says something went wrong. Yay, thank you, YouTube, for telling me that something went wrong. But how do I fix the something that went wrong? Anybody who's really good at YouTube can tell me how to do that because I do not see it. I see that there are people who joined. I see I see all of that. I do not see how to respond to questions or comments. I see how to share my screen. That helps me, but it doesn't let me, it's still not letting me share comments. Okay. But that monkey that says something went wrong is definitely sitting on the corner of my studio. So that might be that might be what's going on here. Okay. Dr. K, go to the chat section. You'll see questions there. Where's the chat section? Because I don't see it. I'm going to actually move my phone. I'm going to move my phone here for a minute just so I can see my full screen because it's not there. Pop out dashboard. Let's try that. Okay. Let's see if that will help. Okay, nope, that's not helping. If somebody knows how to explain to me where I can find the chat section, then I will look for it. And then I will respond to questions on YouTube. But of course, let's see. It should say live chat and it doesn't. But I do, like I said, I do have the monkey that says, something went wrong. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to restart the stream and see what happens then. Okay, expand menu. Wait 1 second. Pop out dashboard. And when I tested this, it worked just fine. Nope, live chat says it's on. Okay. Nope, all of those things are on, and they're all set that you can, live chat is on. I'm just going to refresh and see if that changes something. If the something went wrong monkey will go. No, I don't see the start Q&A option at the bottom of my screen. Thank you all, by the way, for helping me, because otherwise I will not know how to do it. But the customization button does say enable participant modes, live commentary, message delay. Okay, we have all of that. Google says the bottom of your chat window should have such a feature, but the something went wrong monkey is in my chat window. So I don't know what went wrong in my chat window that it's doing that. Come on. Come on, YouTube. All right, I'm going to switch back to Instagram since YouTube is not behaving itself. So I'm going to end the stream on YouTube and we're going to try again next week. All right. All right, we just ended the stream.